Hey gods and goddesses, I am Ether Goddess K, and today I want to make a video about Aquarius risings. Your rising sign is how the world sees you. It also represents, your identity, the self, and just your mask that you put on when you go out into the world. Um, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It rules the shins, the ankles, and the calves. Aquarius risings are stop saying Aquarius risings are very youthful like signs. They have this youthful look to them. um they are very confident in their uniqueness. Aquarius let me tell you something about Aquarius risings. I personally know Aquarius rising. They're very confident in their uniqueness. These beings are very intellectual. Like, they would love to sit in a group setting and talk about how to save the world, how to use themselves to help make a better change in this world. They love a good, intellectual conversation. They are very intelligent people. They like to be around intelligent people. They like to be around people who are confident. These people are very like individual. Like, you can tell, if you're like me, you can kind of tell Aquarius rising because these people stand for authenticity. They like to be their authentic self. They don't want or like to be like others. They don't try to be like others, and they feel by doing this can change the world, by teaching people how to be themselves, being their own superhero, or being the superhero for others. They're very rebellious, and I would say rebellious and wanting change and wanting to actually do something about how things are, how they view their reality, taking a stand. These people are willing to fight for what they believe in. If they have an emotional aspect towards it, like, it has to mean something for them to be trying to do something about it. It really has to have value and, what they believe in order for them to actually want to do something about you know changing the world. These people really do care about the planet and its resources. They love mother. They're very, like, they care about this earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no better way to say this. Like, they actually value its resources and what mother brings to our reality and things like that. These people are visionaries. Like I said before, they want to have and make a mark on this world by being themselves. And just by being themselves, honestly, they are doing what they claim, or not what they claim, or what they say they're going to do. They Okay, so let's go to the third house. The fourth house. The fourth house is going to be in Gemini. Has to do with family, your home life and stuff like that. Their family is very important to them. They value family a lot. They value what their family, thinks, traditions and things like that. Um, they're very big on family. They could be very sociable. Their family can have a lot to do with their views, on life. And their family can just have a very big impact on how they live their life. Gemini is also the house of, they may have a lot of children, or they may have moved around a lot. Um, these beings are very, how can I say it? They're curious. They're curious in a way where they want to speak with people who have something to say, like, who have their heart in what they're trying to do. Gemini is an intellectual sign, so these beings will always speak to their family or about their home life with actual intelligence. They hold their family very in a high standard. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the seventh house. So the seventh house is going to be in Leo. These are like relationships, intimate, one-on-one relationships, and it's in Leo. So these beings will be very attracted to other beings with a great heart. They are they are moved by people who do things from their heart, who do things with an intent to help other people, who bring their spirit into everything. They want people who are actually doing things because they want to do them, not because they have to or they feel like, it's something that other people want to do. No, they actually want people who are confident in their beliefs, who are confident. Honestly, the Aquarius risings want other people around them who are confident in them, and in themselves, so that they can be more, open and things like that. An Aquarius rising really wants a relationship where it's reciprocated, like all that they put into a relationship, all that they put into the one-on-ones and stuff like that is reciprocated back to them, making them feel, just secure in themselves, and being happy with going out and being their authentic self without apologizing for it. They want a partner that's going to, speak life into them and be accepting of their rebellious and beautiful style, you know what I'm saying? And they really get this from the one-on-one relationships with Leo, the Leo energy. They also want someone who inspires them, so meaning that Aquarius risings are humanitarians. They do things to save the world. They are the superheroes of the world, I would say. So they really want someone or a being around them who is true in spirit and true in themselves. They want someone around them who inspires them to be truly like magnificent, bring this individuality that the Aquarius rising wants someone next to them who wants to help them bring this individuality to the world that most people are afraid of. You know what I'm saying? Sherlock. Let's see what else here I have in my notes. Oh, so I do have the 10th house. Okay, so the 10th house, right? It's in Scorpio. So, it has to do with work and stuff like that. So, Aquarius risings, these beings will work very hard for what they believe in. It has to mean something for them to be going hard for it. They have to desire it. This has to be something that's going to affect the whole world, or even at least affect those in the community, those around them, but most likely something that they can bring or leave a mark on the world with. This work has to include something like that. Like, they will work night and day to make this happen, and they also feel like they should receive like the largest award for even doing this, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time when a Aquarius rising is at work, they make a lot of, I wouldn't say money, but they do reap the abundance of it, because they could be doing something just like the Scorpio energy. They could be doing something that, putting in work, putting in their desire, really not being secretive about it, but really just, putting the works in behind doors, and come back and they have all of this abundance, because they have to have emotion behind what they're doing to make, to reap the benefits of it, if that makes sense. And they're willing to go through the obstacles, they're willing to go through the transformations and all of the darkness to get what they desire, because they really do desire a better, they really do desire to change the world, one day at a time, and their work has to do something with this. They really do want to take control in their, Aquarius risings really do want to take control in their careers and their work life. They want to be in charge, you know what I'm saying? They don't need anyone in charge of them. they want to be the main character in their success. Yeah, they want to be the main character in success, but honestly, don't skip over I would say don't skip over the 9th house, which is in Libra, because your 9th house is really how you gain the success of the 10th house, and it's in Libra, so it has to do with Libra, has to do with partnerships and learning to work well with others and serving others and things like that. That was so loud. An Aquarius rising really have to work to have the ability to work with others and um, to work in partnerships, in order to gain success. It might not be like that all the time, but it can be like that in them beginning to create something special for the world or the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can, in order to get to, the climax or the ending, or not even the ending, but in order to get to the vision that they have to work on their partnerships and sharing, finances and things like that. But it is not impossible for the Aquarius rising. They do have to learn how to be emotionally, like, available. Also, Aquarius rising, like, they don't really show their emotions. Honestly, it's just like a fear of being vulnerable, and, like, you know they're already living in their unique sense and not caring, or not, you know not really, or just blocking out all the negativity and all the stuff that they don't want now to be emotional, and, you know um, try and use their emotional intelligence. Like, these people actually use their emotional intelligence to not show their emotions so much, but they're not emotionless. They are emotionally there. They're just afraid, and, it's just a fear of just vulnerability, not being that being added on to being their unique, individual self. um, but also, Aquarius rising, sometimes what you desire and what you really want to take on into this universe, into your reality, you have to face the fear of emotions and being vulnerable and being emotionally available, for others, um, because they kind of cancel out their emotions with their intelligence, with their ability to want to be a superhero. They cancel out the emotions behind it, because they, like, listen, we have bigger stuff to be doing than to be sitting around talking about our feelings. There's this going on in the world. How can we captivate on that? What are we doing with that? Not, emotionally talking to others about, they feel like it's not really that big of a deal. They can kind of suppress it and, like, put it down, and worry about bigger issues, and, worry about the task of the whole world. um, Also, Aquarius rising know that their desires and um, their will and things like that are worth it. What they're doing, what they're working towards in their universe, is usually worthwhile. It can change lots of lives, and the greatest way to achieve that, it's just be emotionally aware too. Um, just use your intellectual powers, or your power to live into your true self, as just use it as a gateway to also emotionally understand people, kind of think about and process how others around you may feel from the things you say or how you come across and stuff like that. But only sometimes. You have to really understand when you use emotional intelligence, because, everything is not based around emotions. But in order to get what you want, you have to, Aquarius risings, to get what they want, to get what they desire in this universe, they have to not be afraid of their emotions. Also, Aquarius risings can turn absolutely nothing into thank you. They can turn absolutely nothing into a pot of gold. Um, in their work world, because these beings, my God just brought me some food outside and he's like, get it before the flies. But these beings are true to themselves. So when they're working and when they're trying to create, the biggest map to how life is, and saving the children and things like that, it really turns out to be like amazing. It really turns out to be something that they can be proud of. It turns out to be a pot of gold. Aquarius risings are so needed in this reality. Their spirit is just so authentic. They're very smart. They're not gonna come off as, the Aquarius rising, I don't know, doesn't come off as being talkative. And more, they're observing, they're looking, they're figuring out who they can have an actual actual intelligent conversation with. Aquarius rising, they're just, honestly, they're friendly, but they are the revolutionary. Like, that's just the best way to describe them. And that's all I have to say about the Aquarius rising. Make sure you comment down below and tell me about your physical experience, or even spiritual experience, here on the physical plane, and just let me know.